Child, I'ma kill some of y'all. And only some of y'all because not everybody watched this damn show. But I'm gonna kill some of y'all because y'all put some of you one of y'all put me in a thread on Twitter getting Kenneth together. And y'all had my phone buzzing all night. I ain't even watched the episode yet. And I'm sitting here saying, well, Lord, Ken done started some mess, honey. I said, what the hell did Ken do? Like, I was sitting over here really, like, fucked up and confused. I said, what did Ken do, honey? Listen, y'all. Look, a part of that, I totally get it. But all of that a lot of y'all was giving, girl, okay, just, like, it was a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Ken won't wrong because Ken was wrong. But y'all women just be putting 20 on 10. We'll get to it though. But whatever. So put a ring on it. This is season 3, episode 2, Table's Turn. So the episode continues where I left off at, and that was with Miss Shay composing herself and getting herself together. Much like I wish she would have did later on down in this episode when it came down to Alfonso and all of his laughing when shit ain't funny. So Alfonso feels pissed because Shay is bringing things out amongst everybody that he feels should have stayed between them. Your mama choosing not to like your girlfriend in support of the baby mammy that you're no longer with no more. Yeah, I think that that's a problem. I feel like she has a right to feel that that's a problem. And that is going to keep you guys from moving forward in your relationship as far as marriage. I get that. Why would I want to marry you when you can't even protect me from your mama or your baby mama? Like, that's the thing that bothers me the most about it, Alfonso, because she's the mother of your child, but that's all she is. You can have a baby by anybody. You can stick your dick out here in Chantel right now and get her ass pregnant. So then what does that mean? These days, being a nigga baby mama don't mean nothing. And it's just crazy because you would much rather have your girlfriend feel away or have your girlfriend feel insecure versus making your baby mama upset. Why is that? Do the baby mama not have you on child support? And is that why you setting up here doing all of this stuff because, you know, she ain't putting you on child support and so you just doing all of this to keep her happy so that you don't have to be on child support? Or are you on child support and is she threatening to raise the child support? Because let's not sit here and act like that y'all tired ass baby mammies don't do that shit because y'all do. Which one? Like, is something going on? Some in the milk ain't clean when it comes to that shit, Alfonso. And I'm going to need for you to tell me something. As a matter of fact, Shay, I know your cousin. I'm going to ask your cousin. I'm going to see if your cousin go pull a Kiki from Love and Marriage Huntsville and tell me all y'all business. That's what I'm going to do. Moving on. So Charlita, but I'm going to call her Charletta. See, I can't even get homegirl name right. So I'm going to call her Char. So Char tells the people about her date with Meta. So she talks about what happened when she went home. And he basically tells her she came home with flowers. She know better than that. So basically, yeah, I threw her damn flowers away. And yeah, I told her that she was dirty and she needed to go and take a shower. So Otis tries to cover up his bullshit and his insecurities when it came down to him calling her dirty. And his excuse was, well, they just came from a soccer date and I know she was sweaty and all of the rest of that stuff. And that's why I told her what I told you. Nah, Otis, nah. Nah, Otis, nah. That's not why you told her that. You told her that because you got mad that she went on a date. She had a good time on her date and then had the nerve to bring home the flowers that said date bought her. And you felt like, how dare she ever do something like that to you? And that's why you threw her flowers away. And that's why you belittled her. And that's why you made her feel lower than the scum under the bottom of your damn shoe and felt justified in doing it. But at some point, Shar, we do got to blame you foolish ass women that decide to stay in that shit. I'm just going to tell you. Don't get me wrong. Otis is real fine. Don't get me wrong. Otis is fine. Like, Otis is real fuckable, but that's all Otis can be. Is a fuck. That's it. That's it. You sitting up here, you decided to put up with a girl, you been putting up with it for 3 years, girl. Continue to put up with it. I'm on the show, you been like, listen, I'm on the show, he told you worse. All right? I think what he told you is mild compared to what he been telling your ass for the past 3 years. I'm just going to put it out there. So, because like I said, had it been me, he would have got backhand with a damn skillet. But that's just me. I'm not trying to make you, look, don't listen to me, y'all, because I can lick a nigga. You understand me? If you can't handle what a man gonna hand back to you, girl, don't put your hands on him. Unless you willing to fight to the death, don't you put your hands on him. So, Lord, where my fans at? They in the room. I don't feel like getting the girl. So Shorty talks about her date with Hollywood. So Shorty says that there's a lack of communication and she feels like it's just Ken's personality. And sometimes she feels as though she's forcing him to be somebody that he's not. Let me tell you something. I understand exactly what Shorty is coming from. I dated a man like that. I dated an emotionalist nigga. I did. It took me years to pull that type of emotion out of him. You know what I'm saying? It took years for that shit to happen. And y'all only been together for what, 3? It took me about 4, 5. No shit. I'm just going to be real with y'all. It did. Eventually, it happened. Too bad it happened. And then we decided not to be together no more. And now some other bitch getting all of that love and affection that I worked so hard to pour out his ass for over 4 years. But you know, hey, at least he's became a better person for the next slut that's with him, you know. And don't feel bad, Shorty. All right. Don't ever feel bad for trying to get some emotion out of somebody that you're with. And I do think Ken has emotions. It's just not the kind that you like or the kind that you're used to. That's what I think. Because clearly he showed emotion. And we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So Ken took her phone, apparently. Ken took her phone after that whole date situation. He took her phone, went in the room, locked the door for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours because she finally got her phone back once they left the damn group session. And she was going through her phone and she found out that, wait, I'm skipping. She did say that he took her phone and went in the bathroom with it, but we didn't find out all the rest of this stuff until after they left. They're still at the group session. My bad, girl. I just woke up not too long ago. I went to bed real late last night. Don't ask why. It ain't none of y'all damn business. So I'm still trying to get my life in order. Forgive me. When the ladies ask that they want to go on the new dates or whatever the case may be, Shar doesn't want to go on the second date with Meta because there was no sparks. Shay doesn't want to go on the second date with Brian because he's not her type. And Shorty does want to go out on a second date with Hollywood because she feels like they have more to talk about. I'm not mad at it. This week, Dr. Nicole let it be known that only the men will be going out on dates. Bashar is worried about her, Otis's date because of the way he acted and what he said in last week's episode when he told her, oh, don't worry about it, because I got my date coming up soon. Like, I can't with Otis. So now we get to what I almost gave y'all earlier when we get down to the car with Kenneth. And Kenneth asks Shorty, why does she want to go on another date with Hollywood? And she says she enjoys the positive vibes that he brings, and Ken gets in his feelings. So Ken finally decides to give Shorty back her phone, and she realizes that Ken sent himself some of her banking information. So I'm guessing he took pictures of it and then sent it to himself, and his dumbass forgot to delete shit. And when she tells him, I go on ahead and let it go, but show me, but pull your phone out right now and delete them damn pictures of my banking information or whatever the hell it was that he got around there. And he kept saying, oh, I do it when I get home. Oh, I do it when I get home. Nah, bro, why can't you do it right then and there? Why? Why can't you do it right then and there? I think that was the thing that everybody was turned off about you with, Ken. And I get it, but all of that y'all was giving him in Twitter, it was just like, I assumed Shorty walked in on him with another woman or something like that. Like, that's what I thought happened. Or I thought he pushed the boundaries too far on his date and kissed the girl or whatever the case may be. That's what I thought happened with the way the child was sitting there going all off. On Ken, don't get me wrong. He was wrong as two left shoes. Ken, you had no reason to be doing that. She went on one date that you knew about, and it's not as if you yourself aren't going to have the chance to go out on a date. So you did way too much and you took things entirely too far. But what I will say is I'm not going to give Ken too much because y'all women do that to men a lot. Y'all women be going through y'all man phone while he up in the shower taking all type of screenshots of bank statements and bank well, he say he went here with such and such. Girl, we finna find out. Y'all be all through y'all man phone while he sleep. Y'all be sitting up there trying to push that man thumb on the sensory on his damn phone to try to unlock his phone so y'all could be all up in that man business. So I'm not going to give Ken too much because it was funny as hell to see the tables reverse and see a man do that to a woman and then the woman fell away. I'm just going to be real about it. And it's a hair flip. Now moving on. So the next day, Shorty tells Ken how she really feels about what he did. And he admits that he was fucked up and he was wrong. And he blames it on the insecurities and stuff that he had going on in the past. And I saw on Twitter where a lot of people was giving you a lot about that. They saying that you was fake crying and giving fake tears and yeah. Now, granted, I ain't seen they tear drop in the first. Granted, I ain't seen that nail drop in the first. Now, I did see a little bit of water welling up in the wells, you know what I'm saying, towards the end of the conversation. But when you was trying to get yourself choked up and all that good stuff, Ken, no shade. Because and listen, I still like Ken. All right? I still like Ken. Y'all leave Ken alone. Ken don't have emotions, but he do. What he pulled was some emotional shit. That's why I say he got emotions. They're just not shown in the way that she's used to. What he did, that was off of emotion. You understand? Him trying to cry and him crying a line because it's the only way to keep a relationship real. That's him showing emotion. Oh, girl, if you feel that way, just buy your man a bottle of emotion lotion. All right, that's the best advice I could get. I don't know, but it's like I said, was he wrong? Yeah, but it was funny to see a guy do that to a woman for a change instead of it being the other way around. And then Shorty says that this wasn't his first time trying to sabotage her. Now, Ken, you going hitting up down there, doing anything, trying to fuck up that woman's employment? You wrong as hell for that, Ken. Ken, you wrong as hell for that, Ken. You fucking up the church's money. Let her tell it you ain't bringing in as much as she is. So why is you saying... Listen, Ken, don't get mad with me on Twitter, all right? Because I ain't say that about you. Your girl did. Or at least I think that's what she said about you. If I got the interpretation all fucked up, Ken, get me together in the comments. Because like I said, I ain't got no problem with you. Child have mercy. But stop doing that, Ken. All right, don't fuck up the church's money that, according to her, your ass need. Moving on. So Otis is getting ready for his date with Cherie. 30, and she's from Orlando, Florida. And he real happy and excited and giddy for his damn date. You know, he gave her all kind of hell, but when it came down to his date, you know, he was all happy for it, all smiles. I will say this, though. Cherie is gorgeous, honey. Yes, God, Cherie's gorgeous. I live for Cherie. She gorgeous. She bad. She a brick house. No shade to Shark because so is she. But go off, Miss Cherie. So Alfonso is getting ready with his date with homie chick named Chanel. She's 33 from Brooklyn, girl. Brooklyn with two O's. Dig out almighty. Alfonso, I love that pink and black sweater. I need to go in ahead and get that up off you, especially because it look like you ain't about to be fitting soon. So let me go in ahead and get that up off you, Alfonso. I need that sweater. That shit was to die. So Shay explains why she got upset at the group session. And once again, Alfonso laughs it off. Alfonso, I swear to God, I couldn't date you either. Because you one more laugh at my pain away from me beating the fuck out of you. All right. At this point, her feelings are no longer funny, and it shouldn't be funny, especially when all of your dirt being brought up on TV like this, and it's not making you look good at all. I just wouldn't be laughing. I wouldn't be laughing. I don't find nothing funny. I don't find nothing funny with you finding it acceptable to leave your girl at home to go on family vacations with your baby mammy to make your mama feel better. Like about a relationship that has been done and over with for 3 years, or is it? Because I got people in my comments talking about how they felt like you still fucking that damn girl, and that's why she ain't got no type of respect for Shay nowhere around there. Now again, this don't come from me. This is what people been saying under my comments. I don't know you, Alfonso, so I can't put that on you. I'm just saying what the people are saying to me. And the way you moving and grooving. So Chantel comes to the house, and Shay, you did the absolute most. And again, I know your cousin, so I'm not going to give you too much. But I am going to give your ass a little bit because you way too beautiful to be acting and behaving like that. I didn't like it. Listen, I don't like no bothered girlfriend. I don't like that shit. Not when you on a show where you got another hoe not calling you a hoe, Chantel. Let me take that back because I actually see it for Chantel. You can't be showing signs of botherness when you're on a dating show and all of y'all going out on dates. I don't get it. Like all of that you gave, you cracking the door open, leaving this girl outside, you blocking him from leaving because he calling you Shay instead of Bae, then you following him outside, you tapping on windows and shit, telling her to cover her chest up and all of the rest of that bullshit, and talking about how she can't have her arm on armrest. And like I want to say you was just putting on for the cameras, and this is reality TV, but not that type of reality. Like, I don't know, Shay, your botherness bothered me. I didn't like that. Anyway, Ken goes on his date with Shamaya, who's 30, and she's from Atlanta. So Ken don't think that he'll really be able to focus on his date because of what's going on between him and Shorty. And he showed that throughout his date. Like I say, y'all gave Ken a whole lot. I still like Ken. I do. Like, Ken gonna have to do a whole lot more than that for me to just poo-poo him the way that y'all did. Y'all gave Ken a whole lot. So we get down to the dates. So Chantel and Alfonso had a date, and they get to know each other. But the funniest part about that whole thing was when they was leaving, he was watching her ass as she walked away. Looking and watching, girl. Looking and watching. Alfonso, keep your eyes on the prize, and that's looking at your car and on your and taking that. Going home, seeing that woman to her car, and then going into yours. That's the eye on the prize, not her ass, because your ass was just like this here as that woman was walking away. That's all I saw was your ass doing this as she was walking away, and I was screaming. I was screaming. So Otis takes Cherie. Otis takes Cherie out on a cake decorating class. I mean, I thought that was cute. He says that one thing that he liked about her was that she was well dressed, but then turned around and said that, but it's the first date, so it's okay to show a little skin. Nah, bitch, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't. Because how you met me and accept me on the first date is what the hell you're going to continue to get. And if I went on a date with you and my cleavage was all that, and that's what it's going to be. Nah, what you mean? You can't have it both ways, Otis. What up? I'm gonna tell you something. Otis just wants a doormat. I really feel like Otis is another Marcel, y'all know my husband, and he just looking for another sister wife, aka Letitia. That's really what I think, because when you was talking about things that you was looking for, all you focused on was you. Somebody to make me happy. Somebody that's loyal to me, somebody that knows how to represent me, somebody that knows how to carry herself. And she's like, it was so, it wasn't, I want to find somebody that I can build and grow with, and we can build each other. We could build each other. We could grow as a team and as a unit. The way you presented it, it was more so, I got the balls, so I want to run my household. You're the wife, and you just do what the wife does. And you might find, listen, you saw what Cherie said. Cherie says she down for it. I think you a much better fit for Cherie. See, bragging about how you went to FAMU producing weak bitches like that. Cause I like you, Cherie. You beautiful girl, and no, no, Cherie, no. All right, no, cause I like you. No, moving on. So Ken and Samaya go glass blowing, and that whole thing was real awkward because, like I said, Ken won't dare for that. Ken was just not in the mind space for that. Like Ken was just like, look, I just had to get through pulling the telenovela, crying the last situation with my girl. I'm emotionally spent. I just don't got time for the day. All right. And he was nice about it, but I'm on this show. He not gonna go out on another date with Samaya. And to be honest, I don't think Samaya wants to go out on another date with Ken either. So I think they're both even on that playing field. Moving on. So Otis comes home with the cake that he made in decorating class, and coincidentally enough, it has flowers on top. And she noticed that, and she basically called him out about that. She said, it's just funny because, you threw my flowers that Meta gave me away, and then, you come home with a cake with some edible flowers on top. I mean, was it petty? Yeah, but, So Shar asked, was there any touching? Did he abide by the boundaries? That I think he said. I think he set the boundaries. It wasn't her. It may have been her because she did ask. I don't know. But she asked, and he was like, he gave her a little side hug. Now, my problem with that, once again, Otis, is because Meta gave her flowers. She came home with them, you threw it away, and because of which you told her she was very disrespectful and you felt like she was dirty because of it, ergo she needed to shower. Meanwhile, you come home and tell me that you gave this woman a side hug. So I wonder if she went off about that the same way you went off about the flowers. I wonder what your response would have been. I wonder would it have been the misogynistic shit of, oh, here you go, you tripping, it was just a hug, blah 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 blah. At least a nigga ain't buy me nothing. Like I said, Shay, he should have just stayed he should have just stayed the fuck. All right. Some fine ass niggas just need to stay a fuck. All right. They're good for one thing. And I think you took that one thing and you tried to turn it into something that it never should have been. Because I just don't see this working for you, Shar. I don't see this working for you, Shar. I don't. Then he turns around and says that he doesn't think the boundaries need to be set in place now. And And it's like, oh, so because now that you was able to get your little side hug and all of the rest of that stuff and blah, 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 now it don't need to be no boundaries. Nah, it needs to be boundaries. There definitely needs to be boundaries. Have fun on your date. Get to know the person that you on the date with. But no, there do need to be boundaries. Fuck nigga. See, that's that light skin shit. See, that's why I prefer my man black. You understand? That's why I prefer my man burnt and toasty. like burnt toast just out the toaster. Like that's how I prefer my men. Like y'all little red bones. I no. See, I got a skillet waiting right here for your ass, Otis. Moving on. So we get down to the group therapy session. So Alfonso started off talking about his date and the fool Shay acted. So Shay says she only acted like that because he was way too happy to go out on his date. But Shay, be clear, you didn't go out on your date looking and smelling any old kind of way. So it's like you could get your hair did and look cute, wear heels, makeup, good perfume, but you expect him to leave out the house in what, his pajamas? Bananas and pajamas. That's what you wanted him to look like. He wasn't supposed to look good or decent or presentable to go out on his day. I mean, I'm just saying. So then Shay says that other women I hit her up in the past about her man on social media, and that was where the episode ended. I mean, listen, I don't know Alfonso, so I'm not here to say he cheating or not. But I will say this though, Shay, you don't ever allow some trick to tell you nothing about your man. Now, I'm not saying don't take what she got to say and, decipher it for yourself, but I don't know what Alfonso does, but obviously he does something that requires him to be on social media. He's not an ugly guy. So you gotta expect for women to be in his DMs. You gotta expect for women to like his pics and videos and stuff like the same way I know niggas is all in your DMs right now. The same way I know niggas is liking all of your pics and videos right now. Like, look, I'm not gonna get too deep involved in that, but we gonna get down into it in the next episode where Shay gonna open up about what happened in the past about infidelity and stuff. And we gonna see what she got to say, Mr. Alfonso. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got for Put a Ring on It. Like I say, y'all giving Ken a whole lot on Twitter. Y'all take it easy on Ken. Like, I don't think Ken is this big, horrible person. His emotions are different and he shows them differently, obviously, because you saw what he did when it came down to Shorty and her phone. But that's all I got. Y'all jump down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode and all that good stuff. And until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye.